Hello, Good Shepherd and St. Francis and John. I'm Father Lin Nguyen with St. Francis and John. Merry Christmas to everyone. This week we prepared the gospel for the feast of the Holy Family of Jesus, Mary, and Joseph, which is this year fall just one day following the birth of Jesus. This means we have a short Christmas season, liturgically speaking. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Luke. Each year, Jesus' parents went to Jerusalem for the feast of Passover. And when he was 12 years old, they went up according to the festival custom. After they had completed its days and they were returning, the boy Jesus remained behind in Jerusalem, but his parents did not know it. Thinking that he was in the caravan, they journeyed for a day and looked for him among their relatives and acquaintances, but not finding him, they returned to Jerusalem to look for him. After 3 days, they found him in the temple, sitting in the midst of the teachers, listening to them and asking them questions. And all who heard him were astounded at his understanding and his answers. When his parents saw him, they were astonished, and his parents said to him, "Son, why have you done this to us? Your father and I have been looking for you with great anxiety." And he said to them, "Why were you looking for me? Did you not know that I must be in my father's house?" But they did not understand what he said to them. He went down with them and came to Nazareth and were obedient to them. And his mother kept all these things in her heart. And Jesus advanced in wisdom and age and favor before God and men. Wow, this little narrative is very tough to consider, don't you think? How would you feel as parents in searching for your lost kid for 3 days, and when you found your kid and he replied, "Why are you anxious?" "Because I am doing the work of God." Don't know about you, I would slap the kid with that comment and deal with him later. Well, what kind of wisdom can we draw of this conflict relation narrative? It is legitimate that Mary and Joseph naturally anxious because Jesus is missing and upset when they found him with their comment. But at the same time, Jesus naturally is rightly in the temple doing God's work because he is the Son of God. I think the last part of the gospel helped shed some light. Mary and Joseph did not understand what Jesus said to them. Jesus went home to Nazareth with his parents and was obedient to them. Mary kept all what was said in her heart. You see, friend, when we are dealing with discernment of God's calling, there will be a need to be an obedient to the discernment with the discipline and a need to ponder the calling in the heart. These two realities play together in a harmonious way. This reality happens very much in family dynamic with the relationship of mom, dad, children, and siblings. For me, this is the baseline of family interaction or journey as the family grows toward each other and with God. In the light of the Holy Family, as we celebrate with today's gospel reading, there is a profound interaction in their relationship with great discipline through attentive dialogue with each other as the family while maintaining an active listening to God's calling. Here are a couple of reflection and activity for you and your family to consider to exercise as a family in the discernment process with active dialogue and listening to God's calling. As the true sons of God, Jesus was drawn to the wisdom of his true Father, the Almighty God, and he sought wisdom in the temple. without Mary and Joseph knowing where he was. As parents strive to rear your children towards adulthood, it can be difficult to let them leave their sight and home. Talk about how it can be difficult when family members leave their home to grow in some kind of endeavor. Has anyone ever been on a mission trip or summer camp? What about when a parent needs to travel for work? Did you miss the family member? Did you worry about their comfort or safety? When the family members came home, did you discuss what they learned or the different experiences they had? Were you able to share in the joy of their learning and growing? Here's something to consider as family activity. As a family, we try to support each other towards becoming a holy image and the likeness of God in which we were created. But there are rules within our families, and obedience is necessary, whether it is obedient to our spouses, parents, or siblings. For an activity, take turn pretending to be Jesus, then Mary, then Joseph. Within the gospel narrative, how would you feel if you were each? Make sure to listen carefully to each of your family members and try to understand why they feel as they do. Use this activity to remember to respect your family members as you grow as a holy family. Well, God bless. Happy Sunday with the Holy Family, and see you at Mass. Peace out.